Hello guys, it's Yash4NS back here today. In my most recent video, if you watched it, you will know that I created this fake virus which can be used to prank your friends and annoy them, basically, but without killing them. So the way this virus works is that it basically, when you step on this pressure plate, it traps you in that block, and then it creates an absolute racket around you from these dispensers and some pistons under the ground there. So, and in the description of that video, I've said that I would be making a tutorial on how to build it today. So that's what I'm going to do. So yeah, this is basically what it looks like from above ground, but if I go into spectator, this is all the redstone. The redstone itself it's not too difficult, but it is a bit of a mess because you have to wire up a lot of things and you have to create redstone clocks, but it's still doable. So yeah, and it's not too complicated to create. So let's go back into creative and get straight into it. So the first thing you'll need to do is you'll need to find any space in your world, and you need to dig out a 5x7 area. Like this. And you'll need to fill it with iron blocks. Then you find a chest, get a chest, and you place it on this block here, so in the very middle of the square and one block from the back. After that, you get a stack of diamonds from the inventory and you fill the chest with diamonds. After that, you get a heavy weighted pressure plate and place it on this block. After that, then you can start to build up around the chest. Then you get some iron bars and place them on either side of the pressure plate. Then you get a sign, and then you put 3 diamonds, or just diamonds, or whatever you want. Now obviously you don't have to follow this design if you don't like it. You can use whatever blocks you want, but personally I think that iron blocks, they look a lot more robust, so that's why I'm using them. Then we just continue building up around. Okay, and sorry about this, might just need to check on my original design. And there we go. Then you dig down in front and behind the pressure plate and place some sticky pistons there. And in between them you place a dot of redstone dust. So when you stand on the pressure plate, the pistons will extend and these blocks, they will trap you in and you won't be able to escape. So once you've done that, then for the top piston, you need to place a sticky piston above this block here. You then place a repeater after the redstone dot. I have to move that. Then you just make a redstone line going in that direction, and then you dig up. Then you create a redstone torch tower. So you place one there, then a block, another one there, then a block, and then you place redstone running into that piston, which is going to power it when you step on the pressure plate. So that's the basic trapping mechanism done. So if we go in, we get trapped in here and we are unable to escape. So that's the first part of the virus done. Now for the next part, where you have the you are such a bloody idiot, whatever messages that appear in the chat. Unfortunately, you won't need to have cheats enabled to do this, because you need to use command blocks which are not available, which you can only get in creative mode with cheats. But the other things you can do in both creative and survival, and I anyways think that I'm mainly going to be using these things on multiplayer servers, and I believe like that most people will anyways have cheats enabled for teleporting and other stuff. So then you place down your command block, you right click on it and you put it into repeat mode, then you do say, and then whatever you want to appear in the chat. So now when we step on our pressure plate, you can see the message appears in the chat. Now for the more tricky parts, where we have to create the arrow dispensers. So basically we do a redstone line running right round the build, and then around here we need to create our redstone clock. So we place a sticky piston there, then we need 2 observers. And then place them like that. So when we stand on the pressure plate, this sticky piston is going to extend and it's going to create a redstone clock, which will allow the dispensers to repeatedly fire and make an awful racket. So then we dig down behind the on blocks. Think about that we about 3 blocks down. Then we get our dispensers and place them facing up. So these are going to be the ones which fire the arrows out. Now to power them, we need to do this. So create a redstone line which goes into them. Actually need to do this 1 block forward. Then you do an kind of an alternating pattern, because of dispensers, they can only be powered in certain ways. You have to alternate the wires like that, as they have to be running directly into the side of the dispenser, otherwise it won't get powered and the thing won't work. So you just do this alternating pattern with 1 redstone line going like this and then 1 going up a block into the dispenser, and you obviously have to place blocks there so that the lines don't end up connecting. So we just do that until we get to the last dispenser. There we go. Oh yeah, and be careful not to cut off the redstone lines. So yeah, we're actually nearly done with this thing. The last thing, there are only a couple more things we have to do. So we just cover all this up. So yeah, we just cover all of it up. Now we need to fill our dispensers with arrows. And you don't have to use arrows, you can use, let's say, fireworks if you want, or anything else that makes a loud and annoying sound. So we just fill all of them, the dispensers, with arrows. There we go, all of them are now filled in. So when we step on our pressure plate, the system's gonna switch on and these dispensers will all get powered and arrows will start being fired out and create an absolute racket, which will annoy the player. So let's just test this thing out. You can hear the arrows being fired. It all happens pretty quickly and it can really annoy the player who's trapped in there. So now obviously we have to refill these dispensers. So I'm going to pause the video until then. Okay, now for the last few parts into making this virus work. So we create another redstone line which goes this way, like that, and then we create a pattern like that. Now Then we place our pistons in here, our sticky pistons. You can use normal pistons if you want, but I'm gonna use sticky pistons. So we place a 3x3 square of them, and then we need to power all of them, and in a similar way to the dispenser. So we have to do this alternating pattern. So let's work our way around. And just power these things. Now on this block we will need a repeater, because otherwise it won't reach it won't be able to reach this last row of pistons. So we then wrap it round. Like that. And then we just have to do this side. Like that. Place our repeater in, and there we go. Now all these pistons will now get powered and will start moving up and down, and will add to the noise that is already made by the arrows. So let's just cover all this stuff up. Okay, there we go. Like so. Okay, so that's our virus nearly finished. Now the last thing we have to do, and this is a very cool touch. So we go to options, we go to accessibility settings, and we turn on
narrator options,
the narrator
game menu,
and it's good. And this is the thing that's going to make that virus-like sound when we step on the pressure plate. So yeah, so that's our virus all finished, and let's test it out. There it is. So we're now trapped in here, we can't get out, and we have this awful racket around us, which we just never control. So this can be used effectively to prank your friends on multiplayer servers and annoy them, but without killing them. So let me
game
just turn
options,
this narrator on.
access of narrator off.
So yeah, that is how you create this fake virus to annoy your friends. And I have to collect up all these arrows, I'll do that after. So yeah, thanks for watching, and if you enjoyed this video, remember to leave a like, comment and subscribe for more videos. So thanks for watching, and goodbye.